What's up YouTube, it's Louis here. I hope you're all well. Today we're looking at Bitcoin on the daily time frame. You can see now we've actually lost the 1618 and we've lost this green support band, so that means we're coming into the next support. We knew that this this candle was part of that support, so it could have gone as low as that and still come back above. Technically you can still do that. As you can see, this candle, the capitulation wick or the liquidity grab, you can see the wick is down there, so that is where we're trying to head to. We're trying to go lower than this. Since topping out, you're retracing to the 618 level. So I'll show you from the low to the high. And we should have never gone below 38.1k. And you can see that's that line, but we have support just below. So it's that green box that we can't afford to lose in line with these targets. And of course, if you lose the 618, you go to the 786, so that would have made sense for us to meet all these one targets out of the smaller fib retracement. And then of course, if you're losing the larger 786, you're going to come to the 1 fib level, and that ties in with the further 2 targets. And guys, you can see, really, you haven't had a relief bounce. You should have, once you lost the 1, you should have got a bounce from one of these levels. You did initially to invalidate further downside, but then you validated further downside when you lost the 1 fib level again, 38.6k, something like that. And so, that's why I've now continued. But from the 1618, remember, we were saying on that day, we don't know if it's the bottom, but of course the wicks would signal a bottom, but we would like larger wicks like this candle, and that's why in that video we were saying we're not too certain that this is the bottom. And of course, it ended up not being the bottom. We just keep continuing to go lower and lower. And this is why I was telling my students who were putting the fibs on a bit too early, I was like, just wait for it to go up and then you can place your fibs. So that's what I personally do. So yes, we had wicks to the bottom, but did we start pumping? No. So I know that the dip's not finished. So I know that's going to be the top, and I just need to wait for the bottom. It could have been there. We used the fibs to just to pretend because we didn't know if it was going to be, so we were pretending yesterday was, but making everyone so aware and saying that I don't really think it is the bottom, because we were still in targets to the downside. We hadn't met this target yet, and of course you're below this level, so it means that you needed to come into this, and that's why now we've finally done that. And of course, as I said previously in the week, losing this is so negative because this is a stronger support than the one below. So at all costs now, we can't go and lose this. What we're being held by is this support, because we've come into this on 2 occasions, and now this is the 3rd occasion. And we've now met this target. If you remember, back at the end of March, when we had these 2 shooting stars, I called this entire move, guys. So if you profited on that, that's absolutely ridiculous. Of course, I'm not saying you're gonna sell the top exactly, but I was saying we're gonna come down to here exactly from the shooting stars. So from the closes of the shooting stars to the target, or to current price is 27%, but to the target 26%. Guys, if you don't even need leverage, guys, but if you put leverage in about a month period, you could have got, let's say if you put 10x leverage, you could have got 260%. So for example, guys, if you were to have entered on the shooting star, you put a short position and you need your stop loss above it. Basically, it's very risky because it's like, there's no candles above, there's no high over here that's higher than this one. The next high is this one, but nothing close to this. You know what I mean? The only close one is that. And usually you'd put your stop loss above the previous high, but in this case, because we recognized that we were going up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days straight, we knew that this was going to crash because everyone on Twitter was getting too bullish. Just do the opposite of Twitter. Now, what are you seeing? You're seeing all this bearish people. We're going to 4K. Where the fuck are these guys getting this from? Like, absolute dickheads. Absolute dickheads saying we're going to 4K. If Bitcoin goes to 4K, there's no point of being crypto, like long term. You know what I mean? It's destroying structure. Technically, Bitcoin can't go under 20k. And if Bitcoin does, it's changing structure, which is never done in the past. So 20k is right here. And technically, you should never come back to 20k. So people saying we're going to come down here, down here to 4k. There's words that I don't know if I can say on YouTube, but absolute idiots. Because look, you bottom out, you top out. You bottom out, which is higher than that, then you top out, and then you bottom out higher than that, you top out. And so you're meant to bottom, even if we hit this, you're meant to bottom out higher than that. You never come to a previous all-time high. If I show you a different chart, the BLX chart, not too much more data, but yeah, you never come back to a previous all-time high once you've set one. So the other chart that we were looking at didn't have this. So you had a push and then a bear market. Your next bull market top, the bear market bottom, didn't come back to the previous bull market top. Next bull market top, we had the bear market bottom, that never came back to the previous bull market top. Now we have a top, and if this is the bear market bottom is the orange line. As you can see, the orange line holds you up because Bitcoin over months and years only goes up, because we know there's only 20 million coins. Everyone says, no, there's 21 million. Wrong. Satoshi has 1 million of them and he'll never sell. So there's only 20 million. How many people have died with Bitcoin that haven't written a will? How many people have lost coins because 10 years ago they didn't see the value on it? Guys, there's not many coins. And of course, eventually, long term, no one's getting rich tomorrow, especially with Bitcoin. So much money has to enter the market. And this is why you're going to make money with the alts. In the time Bitcoin went from 19K to 60K, of course, that's crazy to see it go from 20K to 60K, but in actual fact, it's not a big amount of X's. It's probably like a 3X, whereas VeChain in that time went from like 1 cent to 28 cent, which is a 28X, while Bitcoin only did a 3X. So the money is in alts. And yeah, for example, Solana, we originally got into Solana at $16. Now, we're still in profit. However, it went as high as $255, so well over a 10x, and in less than a year. We got in and around March time, I think, into Solana. Yeah, March last year, so literally just over a year ago, and it went from $16. So if we go from $16 all the way until $270, so that's $260, a 1,500% gain. So these are the sort of things, when the market's bullish, I'm going for these sorts of coins that no one's really heard about. But again, guys, there's no point in like bringing you guys new coins, you know what I mean, when we're bearish, because bringing you new coins in a bearish market is only going to result in pain and more losses, and incur bigger losses rather than alts. Like even XRP holds up, guys, and you might not realize it. People hate on it, but since the top, yes, it's down 70% since the top in April last year. But when we had the May dip and we recovered, we only went as high as $1.40 in December. And it's from that local top. Yeah, it's still down horrid 60. If we look at Ethereum, from the top, it's down about, 48%. It's gone down in total around 55, 60. So quite similar to XRP, for example. But then you got, coins that have been rinsed. Like, let's see look at that on Matic, a monthly M pattern. And you can see you don't really have much data. There's no really red candles. So that's not what we like to see, really. It's too parabolic. It needs to reset the market. But of course, we know just stay above that wick, we're good. But for example, we got into Matic back down here on the daily in and around the 30-cent region. It was about 38 cents. So I think it was around here, and we actually went into minus first, but I knew we were in a bull market. So I was telling everyone in the chat, I'm not selling anything, I'm just keeping my Matic. And what happened to Matic? It topped out all the way at $2.96, and we got in at 38 cents. So over a 685% gain just on that coin, over 1,500 on just the Solana and VeChain. We did 28x, guys. So crazy amount of gains when we are bullish. We're having a crazy amount of trades as well. We were doing spot trades, getting over 150% in a month period on certain coins, but you can't do this in this market, guys. And that's why, it's just a painful journey that could last yet another 3 to 6 months to get out of this, especially if we're losing this low. Add another 3 months, basically. Add another 3 to 4 months if we lose this low, because all we've done here is an accumulation period. If we lose this low, it's become a distribution period, just like a correction phase. Basically, you've had this push, you're correcting, and then you're continuing back to this low, and we can't lose this low, guys. Impossible. I can't. It's just not good to lose this low, so at all costs can't. If you enjoyed today's video, smash the like button, and of course subscribe. We're trying to get to 3k subs, and leave a comment down below. If you're interested in the crypto packages, I'll leave a video at the end. Very quick video, like 5 seconds. Perfect, guys. Yeah, enjoy. So guys, here are the crypto packages. If you think you have what it takes to stay disciplined and consistent over the next 3 to 6 months, then I'm more than happy to help you 10x your learning curve. So you can already be a complete beginner, or you can be advanced. It doesn't matter. I'm here to turn you into a self-sufficient trader that doesn't need anyone else's guidance by the end of it. I even had to pay over £10,000 to get all this information. That includes scams, scam signals where I lost 3K, scam master account management where I lost 5K, scam pyramid scheme companies for bad courses. Then I found my mentor and I had to pay over $2,000 for just a 2-hour mentorship lesson. What you guys are getting for £650 is access to the chat until the top of the market. So if the top of the market is a year away, do 1 year times 40. So you're definitely getting your money's worth. You also get the course included in the mentorship, and I'll actually not just do a 2-hour lesson with you. I will stay here for a month period to make sure that you become a self-sufficient trader by the end of it. So if you're interested in this, head over to my Twitter, Louis_crypto, to the pinned post and message me there. Thank you guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.